Okay, hold on. I'm settling this. This isn't a debate. This isn't an argument. This is just, I'm sorry, hold on. Because I know a lot of you guys are autistic. So let me help you out here, okay? I don't want to get dragged into Melina's fucking stupid arguments. But there's like nothing controversial about what she said. And it's so irritating seeing like all the like Aspie autistic schizoid cards like come out of the woodwork to offer their like advice on how to socialize when these people don't even know how to talk to another human being. Like let alone have any business speaking about social etiquette. Okay. Here you go, okay? This is the take. This is it, okay? Here's the etiquette. You want to offer a tip or say something to someone at the gym. You can try to get their attention and ask, do you want help or a suggestion? If they seem like they're ignoring you, then move on. If they're receptive, then offer advice. If you want to come up and just start offering advice or giving tips without even asking if they want you to hear them, you're probably being rude. If it's to a woman, you're especially coming off as rude. Don't ever walk up to someone and just start loading or unloading weights for them. It makes people feel like children, and if it's a woman, it'll come across as especially condescending. Again, if someone appears to be struggling, ask them if they need help. If they're receptive, help. If they ignore you, then move on. There's no reason a woman who gets hit on 9 out of 10 interactions is going to assume you're coming up to her in good faith if you just start offering unsolicited advice or moving weights around without even asking if it's okay to do so. People pay a monthly fee so they can go to a specific place, perform a function. You're trapping them there in some stupid conversation or offering tons of unsolicited advice / help is one of the worst feelings in the world for a woman or anyone just trying to do their thing. This is like, yeah, this is kindergarten level social skills. If you disagree with any part of this, you probably have autism. If you disagree with any part of this, take a moment, reflect. This is probably why you don't have any friends. This is why nobody likes you. This is why you're on Reddit all day complaining that like people are just mean and blah, blah, blah. It's because you are probably socially retarded, okay? It's super, super, super easy. It's super easy, okay? Who's disagreeing with this? There's just a whole bunch of fucking ass-mad fucking guys who like get mad because women wear like sports tops at gyms and think they should be able to go up and like them or something. And like that's like the polite etiquette. It's just fucking, it's the most retarded fucking shit in the world. I don't know how you don't understand how fucking stupid it is to walk up to someone and just start unloading like your unsolicited dog shit advice. Like just shut the fuck up. Do your thing, let people do their thing and fuck off. It's so easy, it's so simple. That's it. Like it's so easy and simple. If you want to offer advice, then you can say, hey, hey, can I say something? Hey, do you want a tip? Hey, just curious, blah, blah, blah. And then if they're receptive, then do it. But if somebody has headphones in and you're like, hey, I want to talk to you about, like, no, fuck off. Especially if it's a woman, because probably 90% of the guys that are there probably hit on her before, right? Or 90%, like, they're just there to work out. Just fuck off. Nobody cares what you have to say. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about your opinions or your thoughts on anything, okay? Keep to yourself. Or bring some friends and talk to a friend. Or get your phone and call your mom, okay? Is it extreme to want an only men gym? If you're somebody saying you want an only man gym, the problem with you is you probably fucking hate women. Because why the fuck would you care if there's someone in the gym that would be rude to talk to? That is one of the biggest self-reports I've seen. Anyways, like, oh, I wish there was some women in the gym. Why? Because you can't walk up to a random woman and talk to her without being rude? When was the last time like a woman impeded a workout at the gym? Like, God, I'm so upset right now that I can't walk up and just offer advice. I wish there was a male-only gym. Like, what the fuck? Are you retarded?
Hey, hope the stream goes well. Get that factory done.
Wow, tier 5, thanks. There's a difference between your tweet and hyperbolic-ass statement of men only approach women at a gym because they want to fuck. 99% of the time, that's going to be the case. Or maybe it's not 99%, maybe it's like 90% of the time. I don't think you guys realize how often women get approached. Dude, I invited a friend over who is from out of town. We went out to dinner 2 nights ago. So I caught my stream early, okay? She showed up at my apartment, and I walked downstairs to meet her. The same creepy fucking guy had walked back to talk to her 3 times. I almost walked past her, and then I saw it. I was like, oh, weird. She brought a friend with her. I didn't know she was bringing a guy with her. This is way different than I thought. But it wasn't. It was some random fucking guy that had kept circling back to talk to her. And she like got up. She's like, oh, hey, what's up? And I was like, yeah. Oh, and he's like, oh, hi, is this your friend? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, dude, it's like insane how aggressive men are, like approaching women over and over and over and over and over again. Jesus Christ. Like when those are your interactions in your day-to-day life, then yeah, some fucking random dude walking up to you be like, oh, did you know that when you, your range of motion, like, bro, shut the fuck up. Let them do their fucking shit. If you want to offer advice, you can ask like, hey, do you want like try to signal them and get them? But don't just like walk up and say, like, let me do your weights for you, blah, blah, blah. Because it's just so annoying. It's like so irritating. Do you agree that the woman in the video that Melina quote tweeted was overreacting? Yeah, the woman in that video seems like a hyper turbo, but that doesn't mean you have to turn into a schizoid incel red pill retard in order to respond to her kindness. The woman was a, oh wow, what a fucking stupid, that's it. But that doesn't mean like now I'm gonna go walk up and like fucking every fucking woman at the gym just because of how fucking stupid that one woman on TikTok was. Like how stupid. Why be so fucking hyperbolic? Sure, the intention is always to fuck, but no one at the gym, because you guys just sound so fucking retarded. It's just, we need more women in here. We just need to talk to more women. I don't know what else to say. It's like it's so painfully obvious sometimes. I'm talking like when people are like, not everybody that talks to you at the gym is trying to hit on you. It's like, yeah, that's such a guy take, bro. It doesn't, even if it only happens like 4 times a week, it's still like, here, this is the issue. Okay, the issue is that if you have a rhythm, you have a routine, and a guy is creepy, now you're gonna see that it's funny because let me flip it on the other side, because you guys get this when it comes from the incel side, okay? How many jokes on Reddit are there where it's like, I went to the theater and I tried to hit on the girl and it was so awkward and then I spilled my fucking spaghetti all over the floor and now I can never go back there ever again. Oh, now I can never go back there ever again, right? People joke about that, but that actually happens. If you're a woman, you go to a gym and there's like a creepy dude that starts showing up in your rotation. Now you have to like either find a new gym, you've got to deal with the guy being there every fucking time. Oftentimes the way they hit on you isn't like overt. If you tell like the gym staff, you seem like a cunt, like this guy's talking to me, can you make him stop? No woman wants to be the person to report that. Like, it's so irritating to be in that position. Like, don't put somebody in a spot where it's like, I pay to come to this place and now I'm like fucking stuck here with some guy that thinks that like he's gonna walk up to me and fucking give me advice and all this shit, and I just wanted to like work out and leave, okay? It's such an obvious, like, if you have an ounce of empathy, I get that, but if it's just a sad reality that men have to make advances, why can't just don't make advances in the gym? There are some places where it's appropriate to make advances. There are some places where it's not appropriate to make advances. Or if you do, this is like the thing, and this is always like the hard thing to say because you can't give this advice. The real advice is find an appropriate way to make an advance, right? If you have to ask, you probably aren't in a position to do it and you just shouldn't, right? But there are places, like if you and a girl are like, you're buying like a protein shake or something at like when you're about to leave, or if you're at the exit or something, just don't put somebody in a position where if you flirt with them and they shoot you down, it's gonna be really fucking awkward for the next 2 hours because now you guys are working out together. Don't ever do that. Don't put someone, to be fair, most men are not pushy and will back off if you say you're uninterested / mention a significant other. But yeah, there's 2 problems here. One is that women will never actually say no for a variety of reasons. And 2, men are schizoid autists that can't read signals. So like a guy will come up and be like, hey, do you want some advice on this? And the woman will be like, I'm okay. And the guy will be like, she's okay. Well, I don't think you're actually okay. Are you sure? She's like, I think I have it. Well, I mean, are you sure you have it? Like, what do you mean by it? And it's like anybody not autistic looking from the outside is like, oh yeah, like obviously she's not interested, fuck off. But the guy be like, well, she didn't say no. And I was like, yeah, she should say no, but like she's not going to for a variety of reasons. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's just stupid. Just don't do it. What percentage of men do you think are these autistic creepy fucks? If I had to guess, probably like 10 or 15%. Which seems low, but it's way higher than it should be, and it's enough to give a woman like at least one shitty interaction with a guy per day. Like, unironically, if you're going out. What should the rest of the 85% do or take away from this? I don't know. Don't trap people. You always want to like give somebody an out. Like seducing women should almost be like petting a cat. Like you get on your knees, and like come here, and you want them to come to you, a little bit. But you guys like chase women like dogs. I think Bill will agree with you that you need to approach it in a non-creepy, non-mansplaining way, but it's hard to quantify what creepy is for a lot of people who don't have the experience, so they think you mean literally every approach is creepy. No, not every approach is creepy. You just I don't know how to explain it because I just want to say it's obvious, but it's not obvious. If you walk up to somebody and you try to talk to somebody and they have headphones in, there is like I feel like I can feel. Go to your stream.
I'm just curious what you're going to say.
Nothing.
Why not?
Talk to every woman. If a woman is lifting weights out of the rack, help her. Help her. She's your queen. Every woman in the gym is a princess, and all of them need all of our help. We're going to help all of them as much as possible.
Be the gains for her.
Be the gains for her. True.
Giga chat.
I feel like sometimes I can tell when a guy is trying to talk to a girl and the girl is like laser focused in front of her. And it's almost like there's like a not paying attention in front of her. And then there's like I'm trying really hard to ignore the guy next in front of her. And I just don't know how people can't feel like you can't feel the vibes. I don't know what to say. You try to talk to somebody that got headphones in, they're not really paying attention, they're not interested or whatever. If you catch somebody's eyes and they kind of like look away or whatever, it's whatever. But if you see someone and they kind of look at you and they smile and you're like, oh, you know, okay, like, and things, but I don't know how to make sense. I don't know how to make sense of that. If you don't understand any of this, you just don't hit on people at the gym. Find somebody where people aren't trapped there. Find somebody where somebody's not trapped, where somebody's not paying a fee to go somewhere to do something, and they're fucking stuck with you if you're creepy. Just find some different place. I feel like your take is just hyper-autistic hyperbole because you only see Melina's experience. She's like a top 10% woman who's in a poly relationship and a millionaire. Average people talk at the gym. Average people hit on each other at the gym. I agree men shouldn't be creepy, but never hit on. I'm going to be more confident in this take. I don't agree with you. I don't think you're right. I don't think you go to the gym. I don't actually believe you. I've been to gyms in Omaha. I've been to gyms in California. I've been to gyms in the Netherlands, Sweden. People don't just walk up and talk to strangers at the gym. I don't agree with you. I don't know where you guys are saying that. I actually don't believe you've ever been to the gym. I don't believe it. I think you're lying. Or I think that you are in a very small apartment gym where you know all of your neighbors. I've been to so many different gyms across the country and across Europe. It's very rare. Unless they're friends, like sometimes people walk and be like, oh, yo, what's up? Because they see each other. Or they're regulars and they're talking to each other commonly. Strangers don't or if you're asking for equipment, a guy might come up and say like, hey, are you almost done with the rack? Or like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Can I, like, you don't have to unload the barbell, like I'm at a bench. That's the norm in every gym that I've been at. Now for a power lifter gym or some other, like maybe at fucking Pilates or yoga or whatever, maybe there's something different. But in most gyms that I've been to, especially over the past 2 to 3 years where everybody has AirPods in, nobody's talking to anybody. That is the norm. I don't believe you when you say it's the norm that everybody's talking to each other, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe it. I think you're lying. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. At this point, I think people are trolling. Yeah. Oh, university gyms are a bit more social? Maybe. I don't know if I've been to a uni gym before. 90% of couples nowadays first meet each other in the gym. Good one, dude. At my gym, the women are required to go hit on all the men while they work out. It's a rule. Based. Uni gyms are even more antisocial. All the girls there are already tired of constantly getting hit on, and most of the guys there are usually athletes that don't give a fuck. Why can't gyms be social? Why do we have to comply to this norm? Because I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. Do what you want. Do what you want and be the guy you want. Be the person you want to be. This has to be a troll. I don't even know why I'm reading this. This has to be a troll. I've met all 3 of my last 3 exes at the gym and dated 7 girls within the last 2 years, all from meeting them at the gym and helping them fix their form. Your take is just incorrect. You just have to be taller than 6 feet for it to work. This has to be. This is a troll message, right? It has to be a troll message. That's a troll message, right? It has to be a troll message. I can't. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know. All right, bro, I don't know who's trolling. We need a poll or something. But I need polls and then I need like to see like gym membership proofs. I don't know why he feels the need to declare things so confidently that clearly knows nothing about, but at literally every single commercial gym I've been to, people talk to each other. People come up to me, ask me how long I've lifted, maxes, etc. I've met a lot of chill people at the gym, and women and men will ask me for advice. And if I see someone doing something very wrong, I'll tell them. Epic Gamer Girl 69. Dude, I can't tell if I'm getting trolled. I was thinking the same thing. I've been going to the gym for 6+ years and most people are social. Literally on Friday, I loaded a plate for some random guy because I was right next to the leg press and he was like, oh, cool. Did you just like turn around? You're just like, oh, let me just put this on. Maybe it's times of day we're going? I don't know. I'm so mind fucked right now. You're legit being gaslit as fuck at the moment. I've literally never seen anyone load a plate for someone else at the gym unless they came together. Yeah, I feel like I've never seen that ever in my entire life. Well, I mean, but I'm sure it must have happened in my peripheral or something. But like, the idea that you would just like Let me just load a plate for you. Like the fucking Jetsons music is playing in the background. You're just like, here you go. Like my chat is very divided. There are some people who think that these people are all trolling. There are other people who think that I'm very wrong. I can't tell. I had a guy in the gym correct my form once when I was very new once. But I think I've had one guy before when I was in a Planet Fitness. But he came up and he was like, hey, do you mind if I say something? And he mentioned something about like widening my squat stance. He's like, oh, have you ever blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, yeah. I think that's the only time somebody has come up and said anything to me. But the only other people I see are people that come in groups or like regulars that know each other. I met my long lost brother at the gym. He was loading up my bench. Dude, I can't. I don't know what's happening. We're watching the rest of this. I super can't tell. You're such a schizo psycho that you can't imagine a stranger doing something nice unasked for no one other than they felt like it for someone else. That's the only reason you're flabbergasted. No, I just don't have autism. I like doing nice things for people, and I will do nice things for people. I hold doors open for people. I'll offer to help somebody put their groceries away or carry shit out. But there's a difference between doing that and inserting yourself into somebody's workout. Those are two totally different things. And the fact that they're the same thing means that you, my friend, are suffering from a debilitating case of autism. I'm sorry. Bro, I'm just, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just banning like 100 people in this thread. This has to be like an incel fantasy, right? Agreed, and there are always groups of people constantly chatting in the gym. Not to mention, I bet that if you see someone with a ridiculous body, there'll be groups of people around him, and they'd be asking him things like, what are your workouts? What are your diet, your regimen, your sleep habits, and all sorts of things. Does he like? It feels like he's like living in like a fucking like fit fantasy or whatever. Like, come on. Are we? Agreed, and there are always groups of people constantly chatting in the gym. Not to mention, I bet that if they see someone with a ridiculous body, there'll be groups of people around him, and they'd just be asking him, what are your workouts, your diet, regimen, sleep habits, and all sorts of things. Like, bruv. It's like saying, like, every time I pull up to, like, places with my really cool car, everybody's like, oh my god, like, is that an aftermarket turbocharger? Like, what kind of exhaust? You know what the best thing is the best thing is when you have oh fuck, there was a YouTube video that somebody made where somebody like tears off down the street with their fucking stupid ass aftermarket exhaust or some shit, and like, do they think that everybody's looking at them like, oh my god, that guy's so cool, wow, oh my god, listen to that, oh my god, that's so cool, listen to, like, do people really think that happens? I don't know. Rock climbing gyms are the only gym I've met that people talk about. Yeah, sure, because it's like a more of a hobby thing and not like a I'm going to the gym thing. Yeah.
When you are going to dice an onion, you want to remove the first layer because the first layer is somewhat slippery.
For young men, the internet is full of losers. Don't be like them. Hang around in the internet long enough, especially in places like these, you'll notice a profound disconnect from what Redditors deem appropriate behavior versus what the average person outside of the internet thinks. I know this place is full of confused young men trying to figure things out for the first time, so let me dispel a certain Redditism that I've noticed seeping more and more into online spaces. Leave women alone. A common piece of advice you'll see floating around on Reddit is that women do not want to be approached, full stop. This advice is given by two types of people. Antisocial women, the kind who spend their time on Reddit instead of interacting with other people, the real world around them. And sad, confused men who have been conditioned into thinking their own sexuality is something to be repressed and to be ashamed of. As someone who has a fair bit of experience approaching other people, this advice is complete and utter bullshit. Women like being approached. They like when an attractive, confident man approaches them respectfully and with clear intentions. Ask people in relationships how they met, and you'll find tons of them that met because the man cold approached, usually after class at university, at a place where the girl was working or where they both worked, etc. If you're a guy without a wide social circle to meet girls, though, cold approaching is best bet. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as you're attractive relative. This attractive shit is incel shit. Being attractive is only going to give you a minor edge. If you're being creepy, being attractive isn't going to save you. That's like a popular internet, like Reddit. That is a Redditism. I think I even said that before. But even if you're really attractive, you can still be creepy. And even if you're not super attractive, you can still be like charismatic and funny. It just depends on. I think the setting is really important. Like, this guy mentioned a couple good settings, right? After class is a good time to chat with somebody. You're all leaving, you talk to somebody, like, it's cool. Like, there's an escape, right? Where you're both working, like, of course, people fucking date coworkers. That's just, like, super normal. Where the girl is working is hit or miss, but... As long as you have decent conversational skills and aren't a creep, go for it, champ. Just be respectful if she redirects you. For my insults, attractiveness is relative. You don't have to be a 9 out of 10 giga chat for women to be attracted to you, and the concept of league is just for this reason. Just go for girls in your league, and you should be good. If she's a 5, approach if you're a 5 or above. She's a 7, approach if you're a 7 or above. I mean, like, this is... I think I mostly agree with this. A good-looking guy approaching the gym might be novel and self-esteem boosting the first dozen times house when you can't engage in any kind of activity without someone hitting. Okay, yeah. Without someone hitting on you or trying to chat you up, it becomes more of a nuisance, and you just wish you could blend in and not be bothered. I even experienced this when I got a cute dog. I like going for walks and listening to audiobooks, but every couple of minutes I was interrupted by someone who wanted to pet my dog or ask questions about him. Sure, in the beginning it was nice, but after a while I just wanted to be left alone. I've actually thought about this. Man, maybe we need some kind of universal do not talk to me, please and thank you sign or something. I thought about this once on a... I thought about this once for airplanes. But maybe in general, how cool would it be if everybody in society was required to wear armbands signifying what religion they were if you needed to be eliminated? No, I'm just kidding. What if we all wore like an armband or a ring or something that said like, hey, like red is don't even fucking look at me. Don't look at me, don't talk to me, don't whatever. Yellow is like, you can chat me up if you want. And then green is like, come fucking give me a hug, I don't give a fuck or something, right? If there was like a way to just like very clearly signal that publicly would be, it would just be nice to be able to like, but I mean, obviously, yeah, that's never gonna happen, but.
We're gonna hate us.
Oh my god. Actually, I can already see like the new fucking incel red pill videos. It would be like women having like the red armband on and then like a hot guy comes into the room and then they switch their band quickly and the guy's like, this is the only thing. I'm sorry.
This is our life.